Beso. Kinaigit. Beso. Hello, friends. We back for another My Hero Academia reaction. Today we're checking out Season 6, Episode 18. Now, in the last episode, we got the lore of Endeavor's backstory, him, the Todoroki family, Dabi, and all that good stuff. So, we're piggybacking there. We ended the episode discussing One for All. So, like, yeah, they mentioned that Shigaraki was after One for All. So, what is One for All? So, they're trying to get to the bottom of that. So, my expectations for this episode is they're gonna see the connection between One for All, Deku, All Might, and all that, and have a better understanding of the situation. Which I think it's time that they reveal this one, because at least those top three heroes are trustworthy, right? There's no chance of like a double agent, especially after the fight with Shigaraki, right? Everyone's like all in here. So just to have like a better game plan on how to proceed further, they'll probably, get them into the know. And that being said, without further ado, let's check out the next episode.
I can feel it. The vestige of me that lives within One for All. Inside you. Right now, he must be talking with the previous wielders.
What's going on? What happened to everybody else?
Damn, that's right. He lost his leg.
My teachers. Please.
Ooh,
My apologies. The timing's not ideal.
this is sick.
Fate has brought us here.
Oh, please. It's just bad luck this is happening now.
Banjo, you spoke to him before, yes? When he first used Black Whip?
Uh-huh.
These are the people who had One for All before me.
Oh, you got that fire
They're in
dude.
my dreams again.
Or that aura dude.
But we're not limited to those moments anymore.
Mm.
The reason is related to my power, which you now hold. About 4 months ago, it suddenly began to grow at a rapid pace.
Oh.
As a result of this acceleration, the previous wielders, the figures you see in front of you now, were able to take shape and communicate with each other inside of One for All. When my brother forcibly pulled us into the battle earlier, we gained even more freedom.
Oh,
It's
okay.
now far easier for us to appear before you.
Back then,
Dude!
I wasn't able to do much more than make noise. Now it feels like my mouth's starting to take shape.
What do you want to talk about?
Dang! I can almost understand what you're saying.
Allow me to
Alright.
explain.
Oh.
According to All Might, the fourth wielder's quirk was the ability to sense danger.
It's
Oh.
kind of a shock, to be honest.
I'm sorry.
Strange that I didn't sense you'd be using Danger Sense, since it is my quirk.
Danger
A lot of
sense.
sense.
Number 4's a weird one. He got tired of everyday life, so he started living in seclusion like a hermit.
I knew you were 40. But because
All Might didn't mention specifics in his notes. Actually, I'm pretty sure he crossed out the important details.
We discovered I died of old age.
But he was so young.
I was as surprised as you. Neither Banjo nor I had any way of knowing how we died. We only found out because Yagi looked into the matter.
Oh.
What this fact leads us to believe is that One for All can't be wielded safely by an ordinary human being.
Interesting. So Deku
Second
might
only
die
to
young
Yagi
too?
in terms of users who lived with the quirk the longest.
wait a minute. Ollie had the power longer, and it was even stronger than when you wielded it, right?
That's correct, which is exactly the reason we needed to talk to you. Yagi is fully aware of what a burden it is to carry One for All, a burden that you'll have to deal with. We don't have a proper sample size. Most of us didn't have the power long. We died
Oh.
in battle, not of old age.
A few
So we
years,
asked,
right?
What was the intrinsic difference between Yagi and Shino? We took what he learned through the piece of him that exists inside of One for All. And then, after I heard what my brother had to say, I was certain. According to what he said, a person's consciousness is etched into their quirk factor. So why is Yagi's vestige here, even though he didn't have an ability of his own?
Oh.
We always thought a piece of a user ended up inside of oneforall because of the power they were born with. No quirk of his own, he's the only user who gained a vestige through oneforall itself. Think of one's ability to hold a quirk as a glass. If it's not empty when they inherit oneforall, it overflows, eating away at your lifespan.
Oh!
Yagi was able to use oneforall over the course of 40 years because his vessel was empty at first. My cultivated power fit perfectly, and it became his true quirk.
Okay, so that's good for Deku. He gets to live longer.
But they're like an endangered species, few and far between these days. It's not something we could have known in the beginning. We learned this over generations of observation.
Yeah, because your sample size is too small, so it's hard to tell.
Back-to-back recipients. If we'd been able to talk with the other users sooner, perhaps fewer people might have suffered over the years.
Oh, Night Eye. Nice reference.
You get what this means, kid? You might be the last person who wields oneforall.
Can you kill Tomura Shigaraki?
Oh.
That's not a request. I'm gauging your resolve. When you saw that boy's face, you thought he looked as though he was asking for help, didn't you? We feel your emotions, so we know what was ringing through your head in that moment.
Damn.
The problem is, the rest of us had a completely different take on the situation.
My brother was incarcerated during the fight. I think his plan was probably to possess Shigaraki both physically and mentally.
Wow.
So that he could take oneforall.
Me and N, my junior here, we both ended up facing All for One, but we managed to keep him from stealing the power from us. Because in order to make oneforall surrender, at the heart of the quirk inside of you is a grit that refuses to yield to that monster, despite his strength.
We believe that oneforall is meant to destroy All for One completely. It looked like Yagi had accomplished this, but my brother is tenacious, and he's trying to make a comeback.
Izuku, I know it's not fair to tell you this after explaining you can't abandon your power. You're in a terrible situation. It's disgraceful that I failed to achieve my goal, and now have to rely on a 16-year-old. However, if that monster manages to fully awaken, no one will be able to stop him.
It's gonna be too much.
Reason or offer him forgiveness. Some people are simply beyond redemption.
I've fought a lot of people since I received this power.
Dude, he is getting
Because
there.
they wouldn't back down. It was my only option. The thing is, I never found out why they ended up becoming villains. What caused all their anger. If I had known, maybe things would have been...
Damn, they had to show, who's that?
Maybe I still
Gentle.
had to fight. Maybe not. Shigaraki killed
Gentle
so many
and
innocent
La
people.
Brava.
He hurt those I care about.
Oneforall has taken on another purpose.
Dude, he is here.
I don't know what I should do next, that's true. And I get that the only way to stop him might be to kill him, but...
I want to save that little kid!
Oh my god.
And that's why we'll follow your lead.
Yep.
Gran Torino is alive. When you wake up, tell him I said hello. Sorahiko. We made a mistake those many years ago.
Oh my god, we just had the moment last episode. Now we're getting this.
Amazing students.
You two better start helping out. You can't just ignore us. We need your cooperation to unleash oneforall's full potential.
Oh my god, they're like Soul Eater.
The information is flowing through me. You were once quirk,
So I can get straight.
and now look at you.
It's nice to meet you, All Might.
You're Hawks, right?
Let's skip the intros so I can get straight to the important stuff. Is Midoriya going to recover?
Yes, he'll pull through this. He should be conscious soon. But he's not the only reason you're here.
This is about Midoriya, and One for All.
Oh.
A hero from the raid heard something about it on the radio, a mere UA student. I'm trying to get the full picture. Because from now on, we're not just fighting villains, we are also battling public sentiment.
You must keep this secret to ensure your own well-being, true, but also for the safety of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Things have changed so much,
Yep.
so quickly. And these two aren't the types to back down. We should talk somewhere private. I'll tell you everything.
People want to feel safe. They need somebody to put their faith in.
Dabi is indeed my
Damn, the
biggest
top
son,
3.
Toya Todoroki. I can't deny what he spoke is the truth. I stand before you to apologize for my misdeeds.
Endeavor talked to the press at length about his family's ugly past and asked the world to forgive him.
That he didn't lie, but he did!
He's right. Best Jeanist is alive, which refutes Dabi's claims that Hawks murdered him.
Yeah! Get your
That's
story
true.
straight!
Best Jeanist was made to look like he was dead, and that's how I infiltrated their ranks. But the rest of the awful things Dabi mentioned are correct.
Dude, we're getting to see Gene's face.
How I killed a desperate villain who was running away. That's all true. I apologize for hiding the truth about my origin. I know now that it was a mistake. I feel awful for how things went down. I just hope you'll believe me.
I've got a question. In the chaos caused by Gigantomachia, my own mother was seriously injured. Do you really think apologizing and saying you feel bad fixes anything? Do you have any idea how many people lost their homes, their livelihoods this week?
Yeah, but we can only do what we can, right?
It was the villains who did this, sure, but the only reason they were able to wreak havoc on such a scale is because of your mistakes!
If we stood up here crying and carrying on, would that make your mother better?
Huh?
With that in mind, we have patterned a temporary solution.
What is up with his neck? He has a long neck.
We'd like to announce that starting today, UA High and other schools with hero courses will be designated as emergency shelters.
Dude, we need to see the tornado guy again. And the meatball guy, right? Why didn't we see these guys?
You want us to leave our homes with no idea when we can go back?
We're looking toward the future.
Our champions are at a crossroads. If a hero is someone people know they can call on when they need help, then the heroes disappear.
Oh, Mirko!
Even so, there are those still willing.
Damn, one eye Aizawa. I just need one eye.
Guys, this is super bad! Look! I had a letter from Midoriya on my door!
Yeah, we know. Us too. What is this? All for one? The villains are after him?
Doesn't make any sense.
Yep.
Poor Midoriya.
Uraraka, thank you so much. It's time for you and the rest of our class to know everything.
Damn.
So I'm writing letters to try and explain, and it's dangerous to be near me. So I'm leaving UA. Being in the hero course and meeting everyone in Class A has made me happier than I could have ever imagined. Thank you. And goodbye.
You idiot. If heroes are those who don't hesitate to take the hardest path, then who will be willing to follow them when they're suffering?
Looks like a huge villain.
The final act begins. Okay. Oh my god. That's the episode. Oh wow. Oh wow. I wanna say from plot or from an information standpoint, not as good as the previous one with like the Endeavor lore, but it had a bit more feels to it. There was more emotion in it with like, you know, the heroes apologizing for like the destruction and all, Midoriya leaving the school, right? All Might needing to, you know, think about who he will give the information about the One for All, right? just moments there. The little kid in Midoriya wanting to save Shigaraki. Ooh, Del Gran Torino. You know, I said hi. Ooh, good moments. A lot of good moments. That was good. And I will say, it is surprising because if you watch my content, you know that the first half of a season is often fire, and then the second half is whatever, right? Like, what was it? Let's try to remember. Second season, okay, Stain was okay. Okay, that Stain was pretty good, I would say. The season 3, what happened in season 3? It was like the camp, right? Oh no, they moved in. Yeah. Season 3, second half was kind of whatever. Season 4 was like the carnival shit, whatever. Season 5, what the hell happened in season 5? Damn, I don't remember season 5. What? Yeah, holy shit, I don't remember. But yeah, I do remember, like, oh, the second half of oh, it was the villains, right? The Revolutionary Army, right? The 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 villains, Shigaraki versus Ridestro, and the second half was like the training. So yeah, the second half training with Endeavor, that was whatever. The Hawk stuff was a little okay, but yeah, we're in a good position right now. We're in a good place. We're already at episode 18, and the second half, well, the second half was a lot smaller than the first half, but the second half so far has been really good. So they just need to keep it up, and this could be one of the better seasons. That being said, if you guys enjoy the content, like, comment, subscribe. If you want to support your boy even more, links to Patreon down in the description. Join my membership. I do have something going on there with, like, you know, polls and stickers and whatnot. Put some beso in the comment, guys. I need some beso. A little. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Cheers.